Well, here it is, January the 5th, about 8:30 in the morning, heading up to the cabin just for a short trip to probably do mostly snow blowing, clean out the driveway, but we had a nice sunrise on the lake this morning, and it's already 30 degrees, so a nice thaw here in January along Lake Superior. Not your normal winter weather right now, but anyway, like I say, heading up to the cabin for maybe a night or two. The roads appear to be clear, but there's some frost on them, and they're actually a little bit slick with that, warm temperature. The tar kind of heats up a little bit, then it gets a little frosty at night, so I have to take it easy. I'm going about 50 miles an hour, which still isn't too bad. I guess I'd rather take a few extra minutes and get there safely than push it a few more miles an hour and end up off in the ditch someplace. Well, there's the driveway, so it doesn't look too bad. Got some work to do, but we'll get it done. Just hiked into the cabin, so you can see a fair amount of snow. Oh, some spots it's probably close to 2 feet, probably a little wind drift. But first thing I'm going to do is get the porch cleaned off, get in, start a fire. Then I guess I'll start worrying about getting some snow removed and be able to drive the truck in here. So just got a fire started here. Actually, it's kind of the kindling going at this point. I have about 25 degrees here inside the cabin, so it's gonna take a while. That's alright, I'll be outside working on the driveway quite a bit anyway, so while this heats up, and the dog, he's kind of wondering what's going on at this point. I'll have them out a little bit, but with the golden retrievers and that hair on their paws, they end up quite often getting snow stuck in their pads, and then it's kind of uncomfortable for them. But we'll have him out for a while. Then I'll bring him in, and he'll probably crawl up on the couch where he spends a lot of his time here at the cabin and at home. So while this kindling is burning down a little bit, I'll go out and finish shoveling off the porches here on the cabin, and we'll get some better hardwoods going and get going on snow blowing. So got the shed door shoveled out and the snow blower started right away. So just getting geared up a little bit, and I'll show you how deep the snow is there. So it's a good foot, 14 inches. Well, here's about an hour and a half's worth of work. I still have some more to do on the driveway, and then I haven't done anything yet by the cabin. So I still have some more to do. I'm going to go get the truck now because I can pull it in part of the way well, all the way in and that, but I'll show you what I've done so far. So I still have this section to work on, and then like I say, around by the cabin, the outhouse, that sort of stuff. So we keep plugging away here. I had to stop and fill the wood stove, get something water to drink, and yeah, we'll keep going. Well, I got it all done. Took me about 2.5 hours. Also got the four-wheeler out and scraped the grade with the plow. Just kind of cleaned it up a little bit more. I still have some shoveling to do around the sheds and by the cabin and that, but boy, I'm quite impressed with that Cub Cadet snowblower. It really moves the snow, that 3-stage. So for many years, never, had this drive cleaned and that. So when we would come up, we'd haul our stuff in on a sled and that. So this just makes it a lot nicer. And I think, like I said in one of my previous videos, in the spring, and when things start melting, without, a whole bunch of snow, we can get in here early and the driveway dries out quicker. And so it just makes for kind of a nicer transition between the seasons when you can clean the driveway up like this. And hopefully we'll get up and get some snowshoeing in here, maybe some skiing, I don't know, maybe some fishing out on the lake. So, or just come up and hang out at the cabin, which isn't a bad option either. So anyway, I'll show you a little bit later here, like around the cabin after I'm done banking things up and that. So we're lucky. I don't know what the temperature is here. I didn't look yet, but it's pretty warm. I'm sure it's in the 20s, upper 20s here. Normally, if you're doing this when it's 10 or 20 below, it'd be a lot tougher. But this was quite pleasant today. Well, here's looking out the window. The windows were all covered in frost when I got here. Like I said, the cabin was about 25 degrees on the inside, and all of the frost was on the outside of the window. But now that the cabin's warming up, you can see how that's melting off on the outside, dripping. This one here is doing the same thing, although this is a little bit farther along. There wasn't as much frost on this window. And what is it now? About 50 degrees in here. I'm banking up the side of the cabin now. And that really helps when you don't have the cold air blowing through underneath. So I'll show you a little bit of that too. So I used a little bit of the snow blower, and I came in here and blew some snow up on the edge. Because it's not so level back here, I didn't really do a whole lot more. So I'm using my snow scoop now, and I'll grab some snow and push up in that, and you can see, you know, the large space underneath. And like I say, especially on this north side, when the wind's blowing and it's 20 below, if this is banked up, it does make the cabin warmer. When I was here earlier, we did this side because there was enough snow then to do it, and the porch there, I noticed this is a canoe that was stolen this summer that I got back, luckily, and we put it on top of that dog kennel, but looks like that back post either busted off or just got heavy and twisted the hanger, so now the canoe's kind of just hanging there, but it's cable locked up there, and that I don't think there's any risk of having somebody take it again. Let's hope anyway, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do anything with it right now, at least by myself. So Steven, who's usually with me now, actually ended up going out to LA for a week to hang out with a friend of his from Alaska and his kids. So playing tourist for a week out in sunny California. Although for us here, this 30 to 40 degree weather is kind of like balmy California for us this time of year. So anyway, I'll keep working to try and get this all closed in, and shouldn't take too long. There is enough snow, and with the snow scoop, you can move it pretty fast. Okay, I got this kind of north wall all banked up. Oh man, I'm tired, wore out. It's moving a lot of snow between snow blowers and banking, but it'll be worth it. So I think the dog's ready to go in. He's getting ice build up, so we'll get him in and haul in the rest of my gear and call it a day. Here's where the sauna shower is if I decide to do that. Although in the winter I usually do it not quite as often, I guess. So this will make a huge difference in spite of how much work it is. Well, it's Sunday morning, about 9:45. I thought about staying up at the cabin one more night, but then we're predicted to get another snowstorm coming in, so travel tonight and tomorrow's be kind of rugged, so I decided probably best to head home because we might actually get more snow in town than up here, although we're predicted 4 to 8 inches up here. So I decided it was probably best to head into town and not have to worry about traveling and stuff. So again, it was a shorter trip, mostly to get the cabin banked and get the road cleared out. I mean, obviously if we get another 4 to 8 inches or so, we'll have more to clean, but that's the way winter goes, and getting it done one layer at a time, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will have some more videos coming up shortly. And goodbye from the Living North cabin.